Highlands native roster contains some overpowered units that everybody else is using, and in this high quality guide we will review everything you need to know about this native roster. This is super fast guide, but you can pause this video in any moment. We are starting with Anatolian Militia, average but cheap fodder with good speed that you will use for pinning enemy units or for chasing enemy missiles. Kaskian Tribesmen are powerful and popular chargers thanks to their pierce weapon, high charge and fast speed. They are pretty good with 9 XP chevrons too, just look at these stats. No wonder that everybody is using them. Kaskian Javelin throwers are a bit slower compared to other early game javelins, but they carry shield to win skirmish duels against other cheap missiles. Kaskian Axemen are the second overpowered unit in this roster, just look closely to these stats. With 9 XP chevrons they will defeat mid-tier opponents, and if you want to just auto-resolve battles, spam these bad boys. Phrygian Spearmen compared to other spears have a lot of armor and are cheap enough. After all, they are still tier 2, and if you want something to eat all enemy arrows, bring maximum of 1. Kaskian Chargers are an excellent protection from Chariots, and they are good chargers as well. You might see them more often in multiplayer battles than in campaigns. Phrygian Skirmishers are a bit slow and lacking shield, so that is why they lose to other javelins but win against archers and slingers. As one of few units in this roster, it does not have Mistwalker, so finding a use in army composition will be a challenge. Armored Anatolian spears are not that good frontline as they sound. They lose to infantry, and they are good only against chariots that want to commit suicide or for wasting enemy projectiles. They will need more melee defense to be a solid hold line. Renowned Phrygian Javelin throwers should be renamed into Spear throwers or something, because they carry only 7 of them and have the smallest range in the game. These javelins have very high pierce damage, and you are supposed to delete enemy elite unit with all volleys. It will take only 1 minute to spend all the ammunition, but getting into such good position will be very hard in my opinion. Kaskian Raiders are much simpler unit. They see a shielded frontline, they charge and they kill. Still very good at dueling mid-game and late-game enemies, and that is why I highly recommend including it into army compositions. Chargers will need some protection from missiles, and the best way to deal with missiles is some good old heavy Anatolian chariots. They have the highest charge bonus, armor and the best melee weapon among all native rosters. As with all heavy chariots, be aware of terrain and blobs, because it might be hard to get away from tough situations. Simple recommendation would be to pick Kaskians instead of Phrygians, and if you know there is a fog outside, definitely choose this native roster over others. If you want to see them in action, consider subscribing, and if this guide looks nice, please give a like. That is all from me, have a nice day and see you later.